Hey guys, happy Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. I'm Andrew from 510 Books. And I sold 5 items on eBay and nothing on Amazon in the last 24 hours. I sold 2 lots and 3 individual items. So let's share those with you. When I sell something that is, usually most CDs, I will put I was going to say something that is like flimsy. I usually put backing, like some cardboard behind it. So as an example, these 2 books that I sold are a little flimsy, so I put some cardboard behind them so that in the envelope, even though it's padded, it's less likely that they're going to get bent or damaged. Of course, you never know what's going to happen, but I like to do that when the books are a little flimsy. And then for CDs, I typically put some cardboard behind it as well. Now, if I was selling like 100 CDs a day, I would have probably already pre-cut out hundreds and hundreds of, well, not 100, if I was selling like 10, 20 a day, I would have already cut out lots and lots of those so they're ready to go. But I'm not selling that quantity of, CDs or even like flimsy, flimsy books. But it's something that I do just to make sure that they arrive as hopefully in the same condition that I sold them in. So I sold this CD, Mark of a Champion. This came from a Gaylord from quite a while ago. It only sold for $4.92 plus shipping. Would definitely not recommend selling it on eBay, but I got it out of my inventory. This one sold for $10.25. Free shipping, unfortunately, but it is Alien vs. Predator, the creature effects of ADI. So it shows all of the behind the scenes of putting these creatures together, which is a pretty cool book, but it took a very, very long time to sell. That was, I believe, if I remember correctly, this was somebody that was moving, because I remember this local buy, $130. It was somebody that was moving, and they were clearing out their house, and they had tons of books, and I went and just cherry-picked stuff, paid $130 for everything. This was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. So that one sold, and then this one I just got in from those 20 boxes of books, which keeps on selling good stuff. The Silver Surfer, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, The Ultimate Cosmic Experience. This sold for $44.99. Don't remember. Whoop, here we go. The date is 1978. So be on the lookout for this one. Imagine if you got it signed. That would be worth a lot of money, I'm sure, especially by Stan Lee. But this is unsigned, $44.99. Only took a couple weeks to sell. Really nice sale. This one is our 3 VHS tapes, and guess which ones they are. It's Kidz, of course. Yes, you're right. Wiggles. The Wiggles. If you come across the Wiggles, it's very popular. You get a bunch of them together, the more the better. You can sell it for some decent money. This one sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and this was a local buy back on May 12th of this year. So that was good. Did not take very long for that to sell. The Wiggles, I've sold individual ones for good money as well. And this was the champion of the bunch. This is 51 CDs. Yes, all from the same series or set. I don't want to completely undo it, but it was Kidz Bop. I even had like I think that's oh no, it's not a DVD, it's just a longer box. 51 different Kidz, Kidz Bop CDs. And these all came from, boy, where did these come from? I don't know if I have the post-it. I don't think I do. These all came from those 5 pallets of CDs. And I listed this in December of last year, and now, of course, it's June 3rd. So it actually took about 5.5 months to sell. A little over 5 months. And 51 of them, I took an offer of $127 plus shipping. So make sure and put a bunch of the same genre, the same series, the same artist together, and you can potentially sell them for good money. And that kind of stuff, if you buy CDs in bulk, you will come across that kind of stuff. I come across a lot of Kidz Bop, Time Life CDs, Reader's Digest CDs, and a lot of other types of sets and series the 20th Century Masters ones as well. There's a lot of them, compilation collection type stuff that you'll come across if you're buying palettes. Even if it's mixed media, there'll be a lot of CDs in there. There should be anyway. You can also find some sources where they will sell you CDs only, and you can put that kind of stuff together. But again, you've got to be patient. Number one, be patient. Number two, have the space. Number three, be ready to ship them when they sell. I have boxes, have packing materials, bubble wrap, whatever. I get that all for free out of recycling dumpsters. And I get boxes, all my boxes for free. So, but just be prepared for that. You gotta have the space, gotta have the patience, and price it right. Of course, all of that to make sure that that it's actually going to sell for what you want it or around it. Have some cushion. I had it priced at a $149.99. I was happy to take a $127 offer plus shipping. Books, books, books. These are the books I'm putting in my dollar sale. I'm going to call it the dollar parking lot sale. So this is all fiction books that I've pulled from all of the books I put to the side for the sale that is now going to happen in the second week of July. So the palette over here only has a couple boxes of kids books, and then the rest are nonfiction. So turns out that, not surprisingly, that there's a lot of fiction in there. So kids books, kids books. I think that's it. Yeah, I think there's just 3 boxes of kids books. So most of it's fiction and kids books, which is fine. We'll see how it does anyway. For now, it's in 6 weeks, so I still have time to accumulate more. And of course, I also have more books. I also have some CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes. Let's see, CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes, and some records. I have like a box of records and some 45s. But I got started with sorting it out so that I will have the fiction separated from the nonfiction, and then the kids' book separated. And that's all I'm separating. Nothing else. Just at least so when people walk up or come to the sale, they can at least see, oh, fiction separate from nonfiction. I know I've talked about this before, but it was some work. I'll finish it off tomorrow, and then I'm going to stack it on the pallet. Yeah, I have to make sure that I can stack it so that there's not books getting all bent up and whatnot. So we'll figure that out. But I cut up some more boxes. This is all fiction books. So fortunately, they don't get stacked super nice. I might have to do it like crisscross. We'll see once I get to that point. But I got through all that. I finished going through the records yesterday, and then I organized them. So now I just have 4 crates of records as backstock, whereas before I had gone all the way up to, I think I had like 7 crates. But I've put out so many records, sold so many records that my backstock has gone down, but it's still a good amount. I mean, that amount that lasts me like 6 months or something, even if I don't get any more records in the door, but I know I will. Today was pretty busy for a Tuesday. Surprise. Usually Tuesdays are slower because I get a lot of people on Monday who either subscribe to my newsletter or are following me on Instagram or Facebook and are taking a look at the newest inventory and want to come in and grab it. But did have a good amount of people come in today, so that was really good. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's a short day, but I'm excited tomorrow, even though it's a short day, to to finish sorting through these books so that can be done. And then I don't have any other inventory to go through here. I realized I have like a small box of books at the second location, and then I forgot that I have some books way in the back, in this back room, that have been sitting there for a very long time. Most of them are very old books, but I keep getting new inventory here that I'm not able to get to those. But anyway, I'm continuing the process of preparing for the dollar sale. Once that's done, then I will decide what I need to do going forward. Possibly I'll be looking into finally pursuing that bulk buying opportunity one I told you about with the media and the CDs and the Blu-rays and the video games and the DVDs and all that stuff. But we will see. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.